Hello, everybody, and welcome to an Arena Cube draft here on the channel. Before I dive in, I want to give a huge shout out to Wizards of the Coast. Thank you so much for sponsoring me and my content this week, giving me free packs and gems. And also, I want to remind you that if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section down below. You can catch me streaming live at twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. Also, thank you to Wizards for promoting my content and that type of thing. Okay, so in this draft, I'm really trying to get into mono red, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen for me in this pack. Sarkhan's not really the type of mono red card that you go for. Sure, 5 mana 4/4 flyer that then hits them is pretty good. Maybe he is okay. I think Brazen Borrower is also a great card. I like the flash flyers. I also think there's probably a nice enchantments deck that I could try to draft. Ethereal Absolution also just ends the game a lot of the time against certain archetypes. There's a lot of powerful cards in the pack. I think it would be defensible to take Sarkhan, Ethereal Absolution, Brazen Borrower, or maybe even Archon of Sun's Grace. I think I'm going to start with the Sarkhan. I really want to try playing mono red, and I think that Sarkhan is a good card, and Forgotten Cave might wheel.
What know you of dragons?
Oh yeah. We're starting off on a great foot, chat. Real good foot here. Chandra and Sarkhan are both great. Sarkhan works well with Chandra because he can turn into a dragon. And we're even seeing some utility lands. Yeah, we're starting off with the big red cards, but when you play mono red in a cube, you gotta roll with the punches. We're only 2 picks in after all. We could still just be like a red something Super Friends deck. Or just a red-green deck or a red-black deck or really just any deck, but these 2 cards aren't like committal to, oh, we have to be mono red in the same way that like a Goblin Chain Whirler or taking like a couple Scorch Spitter type cards might be. These are just good cards that happen to be mono red and kind of fit into the fact that I want to play mono red because I feel like based on what I've seen in the drafting portions, nobody ends up trying to play mono red. Like I end up with like a quarter of a mono red deck without even trying. If I wasn't trying to go down this path, Chandra's still probably the best card and I'd still probably take it.
Get out of my way. I'm burning up here.
Unreal. Just Tectonic Giant. Clifftop Retreat if we wanted to splash white. I do like the Giant. Sarkhan's Unsealing can do well. It's power, not converted mana cost. We don't have any high-powered creatures yet. It also depends. I mean, this is obviously not going to be like a vintage cube version of mono red where you have like all 1s or 3 drops. There's going to be like going up the curve type stuff. I think here Tectonic Giant is defensible. So is Unsealing maybe, but Unsealing is more of a red-green card. You pair it with things like Wayward Swordtooth. But I think we're just going to keep taking the red cards. Unreal. I think Bone Crusher Giant's the best of these options. Mirari's Wake is still in the pack. If I wasn't trying this mono red thing, Mirari's Wake, I can't believe this is going 4th pick. After playing with this card, I am actually convinced that it might be the best card in the cube. Like, I think that if I haven't seen the entire cube laid out, but if I was doing like a draft the same way you do an NFL draft where you can choose from anybody, Mirari's Wake might be my pick one, just because it just ends the game when you play it pretty much every time. Just 10 mana so much. I think we're going to take the Giant here. Skewer the Critics might be next. Fire Prophecy's solid, but we're just going to keep taking the red cards. I think the red deck is real, and I think nobody else is drafting it. Oh, man. When you only take red cards, you have tricky choices. I think we're going to take the Monstrosaur. Risk factor's nice, but we don't run out of stuff to do with our mana like a lot of red decks might. We have like Tectonic Giant for mana, and Monstrosaur is just a beating. Would it be as good if I didn't have X-cost token generators? I think it would still be good. There's like ways to draw cards and things like that, and just going like there's a lot of ramp things like a Gilded Lotus that takes you like from 5 mana to like 9 mana the next turn if you hit your land drop, and going from 5 mana to 12 mana on your next turn is insane. Yeah, I think Risk might come back. Nobody plays red. Okay, this card's okay. I don't think we're going for a Labyrinth of Scophos. Don't really want a Rugged Highlands. Green looks pretty open. There is a Rugged Highlands that could help me pivot. I think Mutiny's fine, though. We're just going to keep taking all the red cards. Rimrock Knight, thank you. I wouldn't mind a Juggernaut, but we're just going to get the cheaper card. And now Banefire. There's also a Rootbound Crag if I wanted to splash some green, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. Forgotten Cave, perfect. It wheeled. As I was saying, nobody takes the red cards. And all these cards are good. Like the cards in a cube, all the cards are good, so you can afford to just take like all the cards you know other people don't want. Like this was the only red card in this pack. I think we might take the Arch of Araska actually. We're going to be mono red, and Arch of Araska in the late game can give us stuff to spend our mana on. During each opponent turn, deals one any target. We don't really have any instants. I think Arch is actually the perfect land for a mono red deck. So we'll just have all mountains, one Forgotten Cave, one Arch of Araska. I think that's actually the best. I remember thinking Dreamstalker Manticore is probably going to wheel when I took the Chandra out of that pack. But then I was also like, oh, if Arch wheels, I'll probably take that instead. I didn't mean to double click that so fast, but I'll take it. I like Rowdy Crew. It's not like unbeatable, and I might not play it. But it's solid, and yeah. Skewer the Critics definitely over Kiln Fiend. I think... yeah, I like Burn. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the Skewer. Ginger Brute, probably okay. Nice aggressive 1-drop. I'm gonna have to fill in the lower part of my curve, but Traxxas isn't unplayable. Cast a Historic spell. I have some of those. Sarkhan, Chandra. Okay. Well, we're gonna jam this Anax here. Yeah, I'll play Castle Embereth if I get it for sure. Well, Anax is really an easy pick here. Hopefully Rigging Renner wheels or Dark Dweller Oracle wheels. Both of those are going to be solid. This is just a 2-mana 2/2 basically in my deck. Anax maybe makes Traxxas even more playable. We have Gingerbrute to untap it. Traxxas. I mean, we have Gingerbrute, Sarkhan, Chandra. Right now Traxxas is not in the deck, or even remotely close to, but you never know. I don't know. I've only played against it one time, and it was pretty good against me. Well, I don't like Squee, so that leaves Castle, and Castle's good, so Squee's just like, my opponent cast Squee against me, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's garbage. Like, 3-mana 2/1 is not where you want to be in mono red if you're an aggressive deck. If you're like a more control-y sacrifice deck, then Squee's good, but not in the aggressive versions. We're not going to be a Fires of Invention deck. We don't really have card draw, so we have good mana base. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes! Steamkin. Oh, yes. And Get You Lava Runner is going to wheel. Every red card I see, I know I'm going to get, because nobody drafts mono red. I just actually get every single red card that gets open, pretty much. It's unreal. Or every red card that's only good in mono red. I should be more specific that way. But yeah. Okay, we're going to just take the Embereth Shield Breaker now. We don't need the Blitz. And Shield Breaker's a solid 2-drop. There's some artifacts that we'd want to kill, and we also just want to have enough cards to cast in the early game. Yeah, the Boros Uncommon. I already passed that one. Okay, the Ashino Pyromancer now. Pyromancer's actually close with Light Up the Stage. But I don't like Light Up the Stage in this build because there's cards that I have that are really good, like Banefire or Chandra, that I don't want to accidentally flip if I have Light Up the Stage. And Light Up the Stage is like, it's very limiting in what it can do sometimes. I'd rather just get a great 2-drop that I know is going to be good in my deck every time I've cast it. Okay, Mecha Godzilla now. The Crystalline Giant. I have a deck basically after 2 packs. So now the Intervention or Glinthorn Buccaneer. I will say Glinthorn has been messing me up. Give some extra reach. Twice X damage to target creature or planeswalker. I'm just going to take the creature. Glinthorn has been really impressive against me. I don't think Chandra's as good because I don't have as many cheap instants and sorceries. I think it's really close with the Perforos card, though. Glinthorn's great. And now Scorch Spitter. I like Scorch Spitter over Goblin Banner because Scorch Spitter on turn 1 does 2 on turn 2, which is nice. Banner just, sure, it can pump things, but you have to spend extra mana on it, which I don't love. Skargan Hellkite has been really good against me when I've been playing against Mono Red. Well, both the cards I wanted wheeled, as was kind of expected. I think we'll take the Dark Dweller. It makes it so we can do things like attack with like a couple of 1/1s and then sack the one that doesn't get through. Also 2 mana 2/2. This one's more inconsistent, which I don't love. Because of the Arch and the Forgotten Cave, we can play 17 lands. Squee came back, of course he did. We'll take him. We're not going to splash black, so we'll just put a Squee in the board. Wow. There was a card in this pack that I kind of wanted to wheel. Oh, it was the Gitu Lava Runner that didn't wheel. How does Gitu Lava Runner not wheel, but Joyra does? The thing I don't like about the 1/1, the Raking Runner, is that it's a 1-drop that's not good on turn 1, which is not a good recipe for success. Yeah, but it's not really a 1-drop, because a 1/1 first strike for 1 is not really worth a card. Yeah, but if someone in blue-red spells, wouldn't they take Joyra over it? Oh, thank you so much for the raid going optimal. I really appreciate that. Ryan Spain is going optimal, for those that don't know, and he is a streamer himself, so be sure to check him out if you have not already. But yeah, if you've never seen my stream before, my name is Nikolai. I primarily do draft here on the channel, and right now we are forcing mono red for science, or forcing. But yeah, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate that. Okay, so now it's between the Weaselback red cap and the Shivan Fire. I think we're just going to take Shivan Fire and wheel the red cap. Nobody else wants red cap. And Shivan Fire is just a good removal spell. Hey, we're on the same page. I ended up with like a quarter of a mono red deck in my sideboard like 3 drafts in a row. Science said forcing red is bad. Well, I didn't force it. I opened up Sarkhan and then I got past Chandra. And then I just took the red cards that I saw. And I got all the good ones that I wanted. So it wasn't really forcing. I wouldn't have like taken a really bad card, but I think Sarkhan is good anyway. Yeah. I kind of said I was forcing it, but then it was open, so I didn't need to force it. Oh, man. He does the science so that we don't have to. I like it. But yeah, this is working out. Oh my gosh, fun Josu story. Yesterday I cast Josu off the top of my library with Bolas' Citadel, so I just got to pay the free roll to 6 mana. That was a heck of a turn. Oh yeah, we get the Rage Hound here easily over Treasure Map. I think Treasure Map is solid, but I like just getting the 2-drops. Legion Warboss is fantastic. Man. This is going well, I must say. Legion Warboss is a great 3-drop here. And then we can take... I don't really want to play the red cap melee. I guess we could take Cryptic Caves. That's like a fine card. We have pretty good mana here. So we could play 2 colorless lands, the Castle, the Forgotten Cave, and then this just is extra flood insurance. So I like that. It's fine, but it's not really a card I'd love to play. Okay, Scorching Dragonfire is nice. I disagree, Zelodinho. I disagree. It's a colorless land, comes in tapped. My deck is monocolored, so I'm not going to struggle with colors. But yeah, got that Scorching Dragonfire here. We can cut the mutiny, I'm pretty sure. Oh, yes! I knew this would work out! Science! The science! Oh my gosh, nobody's playing red! It's the classic! Thank you so much, Ifnir. Pick 6! Nobody's doing it! There's also a robber of the rich, but I mean, you gotta take the cleave. Cleave is like unbeatable. Nobody's playing red. Oh my gosh! Yes! Why wouldn't people just always play mono red? It's unreal! Let's go! Oh, the science works out so much better for me. Oh, yeah. It is science in many ways. It depends on your definition of science. No, I'm being sarcastically, Roddy Jameson. There's a big difference. I'm not actually saying you should force mono red every time. That would be absurd. But, yeah. I'm excited because this worked out. Weasel cap, red cap. This deck is going to be high quality. Excellent, Tommy Stark. Okay, we're not playing these. Yeah, we don't need to claim the Firstborn or Sahili. Steamkin, Torburn, Cleave, Stage, Bone Crusher. Are we playing best of one standard? Oh, yeah. This deck is sick. There's 31 cards. We have to make so many cuts. Oh, my gosh. Well, I know Mutiny's getting out of here. Get out of here, Mutiny. Oh, man. I'm glad I didn't take the Perforce's intervention. I'm glad I have Glintorn. Cut the Planeswalkers and play a 15 land deck. Rowdy Crew out, yep, 100%. I agree with that one. Rowdy Crew's not great. I know you're not kidding, Zilladini, I just disagree with the idea of cutting. We have 4 lands here, so we have 15 playables in our deck right now. 6-mana Chandra is amazing. I am not cutting 6-mana Chandra. There are games in Limited where things do not go according to plan, and then you just jam 6-mana Chandra, plus it twice, and the game just ends, and your opponent can't win. Okay, so we're probably going to cut a couple one. Okay, so we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 17 lands, which is what we want, I think, with this kind of top end. I think we can cut Ginger Brute, probably. Maybe. Ginger Brute's solid. We have a Banefire that we can cast with our mana. We even got an Underworld Ragehound to use our graveyard. Yeah, I agree. It's too good to cut. People get too caught up on what's on plan or off plan. Mechagodzilla. Do we want Light Up the Stage? Light Up the Stage is kind of sketchy. Like, we can't cast it early because there's so many cards that we just don't want. I think I'm going to cut the Light Up the Stage. Unless it is a plan itself, indeed. Shieldbreaker's also meh, I agree. It's more of a sideboard card. There's not as many artifacts as Artifacts and Enchantment. Light is great for when you run out of gas. That is true. I don't think this deck is going to run out of gas very easily, though. We have a lot of stuff to spend mana on. Chandra and all the other cards. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 2-drops, 3 1-drops. Mechagodzilla might be too slow. That's also true. I don't know what I'm going to add over Mechagodzilla, though. Like, I don't really want Light Up the Stage. Yeah, like, Light Up the Stage when you have cards that cost, like, 5 and 6 that are really good. Like, I don't want to flip Embercleave off of my Light Up the Stage. Like, people get hung up on the fact that Light Up the Stage is super good in, like, mono red in standard, that they, like, don't realize that if you play it and you don't draw 2 cards off of it, it's pretty bad. Like, there's the scenario where you play Light Up the Stage, flip Sarkhan and something else, or flip Chandra and something else, and you're just like, well, I cantripped, maybe, and I'm forced to play that spell next turn. It's just not as good. In standard, also, your deck is cheaper. Like, sure, I have a lot of cheap cards, but I also have some expensive ones. Okay, this is 40 right here. Dark Dweller is similar. Yeah, we're in standard, it does great stuff, and yeah. I like Gingerbread, I think, because it just can poke through. The Mecha Godzilla's close. I might play. I want Rowdy Crew over it, but that doesn't seem as good. I think we're gonna try it like this and then see what happens. Do we have any instance swords? We have 4, so yeah, this guy's not good. I don't want Squee. Shield Breaker doesn't seem great. Like, sure, there's some artifacts, but there's also like a lot of things that aren't artifacts, and then it's a 2-1. Traxos, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's definitely not enough. I think Rowdy Crew is the closest to making the cut, just because it's kind of... It's like a 4-mana 3/3 that cantrips in a way. Draw 3, discard 2 is cantripping. I would definitely rather run Rowdy Crew than Light Up the Stage. I might run it over Mecha Godzilla. But I don't think we want it. We don't really care about getting stuff in the graveyard. I think Mecha Godzilla can still do good work. So yeah, we're going to run it like this, and I'll see you folks in the matches. Before I get to the matches, I want to give a huge shout out to all of my patrons over at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas, especially those who support at the credits level. I really do appreciate all of your support. If you would like to give back to my channel, help me continue producing high quality content, and unlock some pretty cool rewards in the process, be sure to check out the Patreon at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. But without further ado, let's get to the matches. Welcome to round 1. On the play with a Scorch Spitter. Feels good. We're playing against actual Teferi. They're on the same deck! Too clever. If only I was that good. If only I was on that level. Mecha Godzilla coming in clutch here, hopefully. What are we gonna get? Reach. Yes! I can block all of his flyers! Or her. But Teferi is a guy, so I went out on a limb there. Teferi is playing mono red. What is the world coming to? Reach is the literal worst, right? Hexproof! Let's go! We did it! Mission accomplished! I don't think they get into that in the lore. At one point he was, because he, yeah, has a kid. This is where we hope they do not have Chandra. Oh my gosh, they're playing Squee! Oh, ye of little Squee faith. Okay, so now... Can't be blocked. Let's see what we get with our Mecha Godzilla Giant. Oh yeah, now we're protected from Chandra. That's exactly the one I wanted. These have come in the exact order I could have asked for. Reach, Hexproof, Counter. This well-oiled machine just humming along. Like, I could sacrifice this to draw a card right now, but I'm not going to because I have Chandra. Oh, NX. Each non-elemental creature. This is an elemental. LOL! That's so funny. Flying? Ah, lifelink. Actually, that would be really bad. I'm just trying to hit a land. I do not have mana. That is correct, Zelodunio. I'm just chipping away. This guy's going to get flying soon, and we'll just be cracking in! Or first strike. Oh, gosh. Yeah, it might be worth sacking next turn, I agree. But I can always go for the block sack or something like that. I guess I can't block sack if I'm looking for land. This guy is just going to jump in front of a Kiln Fiend, I'm betting. Look how good Cryptic Caves is. Just giving me that extra stuff. Oh, no, I don't mind. I like having... Chatty Folks is good. Okay, so they're going to try and kill this with Scorching Dragonfire. I don't have any 1-drops instants anymore now that I have Shivan Fire out of there. So... we're just going to hold up our mana. I can't because he's tapped. That's the classic Ginger Brute situation. So they get 2 1/1s here. Gotta tap to eat. So if we draw a land, we can minus, kill everything. Or we can just like plus, but I think we'll minus. Just wipe them out. Oh, an axe. I'm also an Anax gamer. Flying. Hey! I knew you'd get it eventually! He got my message! Good job, Mechagodzilla. Well done. Emblem would probably be better. It would be... they'd get 3 tokens, but I'd have a 4/4 lifelink protecting it. Oh, but mine is... oh, no, they get to take this and then sack it. No! Well, they're dead, so... all is forgiven, opponent. Jeez. Wow, they got 2 satyrs. Oh my gosh, they got 4! That's such a sick combo! Got there! Mechagodzilla's too good! Let's just show them we had Chandra. No, I wanted to play Chandra! I was waiting the whole game! Ah! Until the Power Rangers show up to stop him. Got the win. See you folks in the next round. Well, thank you for letting me know that the mic wasn't turned on. That was a thing I was eating, so yeah. Okay, basically we had a great hand. It was going to be one of the few cases where we got punished for not having a land to play. I mean, for having both our colorless lands. Thank you, Alpha Century, for the point out there. Oh my gosh, get destroyed, opponent! That was such a good draw! Completely owned. But yeah, basically, we were going to get punished for those 2 colorless lands. Ginger Brute into Remark Knight. We just want to get the pressure on the board. Okay, we are punished. Maximum punishment here. I'm going to hold this in my hand, I think. His voice, I miss it. And then Jameson asked how long I've been playing Magic. I've been playing, like, since Dragons of Tarkir, but I had my first starter deck in from Dark Ascension. The contents of my sandwich is PB and J. Yeah, Jameson pointed out I was muted too. So if we go kill the Cloudkin Seer, attack with everything, they gotta be dead. All of our tokens do more damage than this going face. You gotta be kidding me. No big deal. Buff up the unblockable guy. Oh, I called you James because J aims. Got there! We didn't even need the Torbrand! I was muted for half of the round and we still won. How is that even possible? Oh yeah, that was a satisfying victory. I also wanted to say, I do like the sound effect that the Ginger Brute makes when he comes into play. That was something that I said that when I was muted, but thank you, chat, for correcting me on the muted, and I'll see you folks in the next round. Welcome to another round. We're on the play. This is where Cryptic Cave shines. 1-drop, 2-drop, chip and fire to buff this guy. Oh, this is so good! I don't know why I clapped like I was like sarcastically clapping. Because this was very sarcastic clapping. But it was a sarcastic clapping in a good way almost. Like, oh, that's so good! I'm so happy! I don't know. For some reason I think of Will Smith from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air clapping like that. I feel like he does. Hello, Voltani. Oh my gosh, this is so good. All these people playing islands don't know the way. I'll read the PBJ and J instead of the intros. Oh, you're going to regret that one, buddy. That is going to be a regret of yours. If they have exactly Shatter the Sky, they might still be in the game. And even then, it's going to be close. Seal clapping. Well, this one was not tapped at the moment. We'll cast this. If they have a board wipe, they have a board wipe. There's not that many. There's only one, I think, for 4 mana. Archon. Well, this is where Ship and Fire looks like a great card. They were like, yes, I'm slamming my guy. This is amazing, and then they just got wrecked. We are totally fine with that blink. Yes, we are. Yes, we are indeed. Yes! Another win for the good guys. Normally, Mono Red's not the good guy, but in that case, this case, we're the good guys. And life is easy. This is amazing. This is such a good hand. 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop. Such is the way of the world. The bad guys use counter spells, exactly. We're a force for justice. Turn 3, turn 4, pump everything. Oh, yeah, he got flying on his first try. Let's go. That's a bum error. Not a huge bum error, though. This is going well. The real bad guy is Keferi playing Mono Red. They conceded! We didn't even have to cast anything! Oh my gosh, this is so great! This deck is so good! If you're doing your own cube draft, and you see some cards for Mono Red, and we didn't even see great ones. Like, we didn't, like, open an Embercleave or a Steamkin. But if you open Steamkin, you can do this, folks. Believe in yourselves. I'll see you in the next round. Wins die roll goes first. We're facing off against Palia. Thalia's long-lost sister. Every time I see an island on the other side, I feel like I can't lose. Especially now that because I have 2 uncounterable spells that just hit them for a lot. That was a really good draw. Now if they want to trade with this, they can't block that. And next turn I'll Scorching it. I know, it's amazing. I can finally get good at cube. They're attacking? Okay. They must really need a land or something. Yeah, they must really need a land. That's a great card. I keep drawing cards that are better than the, like, Scorching Dragonfire plays that I want to make. What a shame. If a red source... So if I shoot this, if I go to the face with this, then it does 7. Yeah, let's just kill their Night Veil Sprite. I think this does 4. I didn't want to mess it up. Yeah, it did do 4. Is Twitch broken today? I do not know. 5 mana. What do they have? Ashiok. I was actually thinking they had Ashiok, but I was thinking of the other Ashiok. This Ashiok does literal nothing. I don't care about this Ashiok. What are you doing? What are you doing, opponent? I don't care about my graveyard. Hey! Got him! Sniped. Pew. Welcome to another round. We're 5-0, and we are once again on the play. We've won so many die rolls. It's amazing. Sailor of Memes is such a good username. I'm actually, like, really impressed with this username. So, much respect to the opponent. Sailor of Memes is a Ixalan reference. There was a card called Sailor of Memes that just let you do whatever you wanted because you'd get a treasure, and it was a blue card. And it was sick. And now opponent has embraced that lifestyle. Have we been on the draw yet? I think we were, but I forget when. Being on the draw is such a foreign concept to me. We're just doing this now in case they have like a way to kill Rimrock Knight. Yeah, because there's no way we're playing around those, ever. So now we at least get a token. Hashtag sponsored. Lol. We're going to cast this guy. If they want to trade their Terranica for Anax, we're okay with that. We get 2 tokens. It depends on your fixing. I like this. Yeah, I know I wanted to skewer it. Oh, you don't need to have... It's Scotty Arch, you can just play in Bolas' Clutches. It's not a legendary sorcery in that you can't cast it. You can just cast it, so you always want to be playing that card if you can. Okay. Well, this is a nice combo. That's a bummer. I probably should have done this beforehand. I definitely messed up that turn. That was a weak turn. Okay, yep, that's been not ideal. So I have 6, 7. So they go to 8. So I have 6. I can do it for 6, 9, and so they're dead. Yeah. So I can do 3, 4, 5, 10. So I can do it for 9. And then this thing does 3. Got him. The way I did my turn before that one was really bad, but Banefire bailed us out. Got the win. We're 6-0, trying to make it 7. We're going to keep. We have a runaway Steamkin. We got a Shivan-Fire. As I was explaining to chat in between rounds, last game, even if I hadn't drawn Banefire, I would have been fine. They were at 11. So I would have attacked with my Giant, pinged them for 3. They would have gone to 8, as they did in that game. Or maybe they were at 12. Either way, they would have been like 8. I had the Weaselback Redcap plus Steamkin, so I had a ton of mana anyway to pump that. So they would have had to block Steamkin and probably... No, they would have had to block Weaselback and Tectonic Giant probably, and so they would have taken like 6 damage. I could have sacrificed the cards to get more card draw, get more stuff on the board, and I had to Cryptic Caves, and I have a decent amount of burn and stuff like that in the deck. So I think they were probably in bad shape anyway. Just wanted to explain that. And I was recording for that, thank goodness. Okay. Steamkin hype. Cryptic Caves has been doing work. I'm glad they chose not to put Teferi in the cube. We do this now in response so that I actually still get the counter. Yeah, big Teferi is, but little Teferi isn't, which is nice. Dang, I should have played Castle Embereth. I could have got an extra point of damage in. Well, that's a good draw. We'll go for the kill on that. Hand is slightly less good. Chandra will redeem all flaws with the hand. I will assure you of that much. And we can even cast Chandra and then whatever 3-drop we draw. And after we cast Chandra, we don't need 6 lands, so we can get rid of Cryptic Caves. That's awesome, Freecorn. Sounds cool. There's a lot of cool artifact cards. When I tried to do it, I got caught up in just having good blue cards. Well, you do for guys. You do for legendary sorceries, but Bolas's clutches is a enchantment. Cannot be countered. Yeah, it's just like a... It's like casting the Great Henge or something like that. Because the idea with a legendary sorcery was, oh, it's so powerful that you have to have these conditions. Why didn't I just plus immediately? Now I could have it get killed by some random instant.
Hope it's not too hot for you.
They are in trouble. Yeah, it's really awesome, the Blacker Lotus. Big shout out to Wizards of the Coast. Giving me some publicity and some free gems and free packs. It really is nice of them. Do I think its plus should be 0? Hard to say. They're missing land drops. That was a horrible choice. I think they already played a land this turn.
Is it just me, or is it getting a little warm in here?
Face is the place. This just kills them, I think. Imagine if they had to negate this game and they're like, man, I'm going to get them so good. Okay, so they take 5 here, then I burn them face with Bane Fire, and then they're just dead. Yeah. Boom! Got the win. Wow, that was the last round. A real shame because this deck was a complete and utter blast to play. Oh my gosh.
Dispelling phantasms makes
Oh yeah, that was fantastic. Thank you so much, Scotty Arch, for the subscription. I really do appreciate that support. How many freebies do we get? Oh my gosh, 7-0 with this sweet deck. If you did make it all the way till the end of the draft and you're watching this on YouTube, in the comment section down below, leave a hashtag mono red perfection, because this is probably the best possible version of mono red that you can actually get in a draft. It's got like every card I could actually want. So hashtag mono red perfection, and also had a perfect record. My hashtag mono red perfection to let me know you made it all the way till the end of the video. Remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section down below if you have any questions or feedback. Also, check out the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. Once again, thank you to Wizards of the Coast. You can also find the NicolaiBolas community Discord server in the description and pinned comment. And you can support me directly via the Patreon, patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Another way you can support me is via Twitch Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, you can just go over to Twitch, link the 2 accounts because Amazon owns Twitch, and then subscribe to me for free every month, which is a great way to support me for free if you already have Amazon Prime. So that's something you can do if you're on YouTube and that type of thing. But yeah, and it's really simple to set up. That is going to do it for this draft, though. I really do hope you enjoyed it. I know I had a blast playing it, and I look forward to seeing you in my next one.